People are on. So, it says that we're live. Are they able to see me here? Does it look okay?
Yeah.
All right. So, good morning, everyone. We're getting started just a little bit early. It is still pretty dark out here, as you can see, but things are looking great this morning. They're feeling great. It's almost 70 degrees here on South Padre Island, and you can see that we're going to have a stunning view here. So thank you for joining us this morning. We're very excited for the events to come. Right now, the LOX and methane prop load is underway, and so we are watching the countdown. I'm here with Joe Tagmeyer. Joe, say hello.
Hi, everybody.
Who's helping me with the light momentarily, so it should start to get lighter here. You're saying maybe around 6:30?
About 6:20, we'll start seeing the really starting to get light, and the sun sets about 6:49.
So this is just a great view for you guys, and let me know where you are watching from. I know that there are multiple streams going on right now, but everything is looking great this morning, so we're crossing our fingers that we're able to launch with no issues. I know we wanted to see this launch yesterday, but things are looking good. And Joe, if you have any other comments to make this morning, we have NASA right next to me with their high-powered MX-25 cameras. NASA Space Flight is also on this roof here at Margaritaville. So shout out to Margaritaville for letting us be up here. This is a great privilege, and I'm really excited to be back up here. Just about 7 months ago, almost to the date, April 20th, we were up here to watch the first launch, which was spectacular. So this should give you a great view. It's still a little bit foggy out there right now, so it's hard to see from here. We're about 6 miles away, so that's our vantage point. Those that are watching from Isla Blanca Park are a little bit closer. They're about, 5.3?
Just over 5.
Just over 5 miles away from the pad. So they're a little bit closer, but I still think that this is a great spot. And Joe, let me, I guess, switch with you for a second.
Oh, okay.
It's dark up here. That way everyone can say good morning. And you guys, this is my first time broadcasting on StreamYard, so let me know if you can hear me, you can see me, everything's looking good. Glenn says, I'm so excited. Ellie and Joe here in Cape Town, watching all the way from Cape Town. If you guys, would like to give us a super chat, we would really appreciate it. We are up here bright and early, and it looks like it's starting to get just a little bit lighter. I don't know if I can pan this around and show them the ocean out there in the distance, but that is just absolutely stunning. And we see that red glow. So what did we learn from that, the Mariner's rhyme that we were talking about last night?
Yeah, well, if it's red at night, you'll be all right. If it's red in the morning,
Sailor's warning.
So
Sailor's
we'll
warning.
See what that means. But the weather is actually perfect right now. Elliot mentioned a little bit of fog, but right now it's holding off. Sometimes we get some fog coming in off the Gulf, but it's really great visibility right now. It's still dark, but it doesn't look like there's very many clouds as well. So if it does launch on time, we should be able to get some great views.
So James wants to know, what time is the launch? It is at 7 a.m. Central Time here. That is when the launch window opens up. And you guys, let me know. Someone says that my audio is not good, which is strange. Are both of our mics not good? Can you guys let me know, because you are my eyes and ears here. So let me know if this is both of our, some people are saying no image. What's going on?
Oh, no.
So Ellie, audio is okay from Janny. So let's see, anyone else? Ellie's audio is good. His is not. Your audio is not. Do you mind putting it on the outside? Sometimes it's a little, I'd rather just have it. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see why.
Oh, well.
Let me reset.
Okay. You guys, this is why we are doing this now. And check out just this beautiful view, sunrise right now, T-minus 50 minutes. Thank you, B, to Mark for letting us know. Audio is all right, a little low quality, but it's good. So I'm just going to speak even louder, guys, because I know how to enunciate my words here. So this is what we have working right now is a light, because as you can see, it is still pretty dark out here. Did you turn it off and on? You guys, this is why we're getting started early. I thought that we would start around 6:30, but I figured we might as well get streaming and get underway here. So,
All right. Well, I've got it reset, so hopefully you can hear me. So let me know.
Leave a comment if you can hear Joe. Again, we've tried to reset his mic. Let me know, Joe. Read the comments if there's anything that I should know, because I can't look at them. Actually, maybe I should bring my computer over here and have it near me to read the comments.
Well, while Ellie's walking over, can you guys hear me? Let me know. And hopefully we got the microphone reset. And the sun's starting to come up, so it's looking, getting a little bit brighter. So hopefully we won't have to use this flashlight very much longer. But anyway, as far as we know, everything is still progressing well. The propellant loading began just after 5 o'clock this morning, and they should have that wrapped up maybe in the next 10 or 15 minutes. The next milestone after that is about 19 minutes before 7 o'clock, when they start doing the Raptor chill.
Which we are not terribly far from that. It's really interesting that we only have a 20-minute window, which is maybe a little bit concerning, but we're hoping that everything goes off without a hitch. Now, everyone is saying that I sound low.
Really?
Joe is good, Ellie is poor. Joe, yes, Ellie, no.
Well, there was a period of time when Ellie was not talking, so maybe that's what they were seeing.
No, it says, Ellie, your mic is not working, so I guess let me turn it off and turn it on again.
Okay.
The joys of having issues.
Well, while she's resetting, we can just definitely see the sun coming up. There's no fog that I can see, so as I mentioned, it should be very beautiful views. We can see a lot of people showing up down at the Isla Blanca Park right now.
Can you guys hear me? Guys hear me?
Both good here in mono.
Adjust gain. Well, I usually don't have to do a 3 out of 10. Switch mics. Whoa! Kids, I be having these problems. Oh God. Okay.
It says microphone's working, but volume seems low.
So. Nope. Okay, can you hear me now? Thank you for the 560 people who are tuning in right now. Helly needs video. What are you talking about? Jonathan says, I hear you fine. Maybe I'll just hold it up here. Can you guys hear it better? Can you guys hear it better now if I hold it up and I look like one of those silly TikTok people with the tiny
Say yes,
mic?
5x5.
Okay, so it sounds good. Thank
Much
you, by
better.
the way, for complimenting my outfit. I tried to look a little bit more professional this morning because I am a space journalist. This is my full-time job, so I quit my job in TV news. I was in TV news for almost a decade to cover SpaceX full-time, so thank you for joining me this morning. I know that a lot of the popular space tubers are out here. I hope that Angry Astronaut was able to make it. I know he was having some flight delays. I know that CSI Starbase is over there out at the outpost watching it with the Rocket Ranch crew, so he has a different vantage point. And we have some NASA space flight cameras up here as well. So really incredible the power of some of these cameras, including the MX-25, which Joe may pan over to here. This is actually NASA, not NASA space flight, NASA here that you see next to me. And I'm not sure how much this camera costs. Maybe they'll talk to us. Not sure if they feel like talking to us. Should I try, Joe?
If you want to.
Okay. Good morning, folks. Okay.
All right.
My bad, guys. Well, I don't know how much it costs, but it costs a lot, and the zoom on it is fantastic, along with the other qualities that it has. So they will be getting great video. We'll be getting, video on my iPhone 14. So
Can't hear you now, so the range must be weak with these.
Okay, so maybe we don't move it because it might be an issue with the service.
Okay. It says Ellie's mic is totally dead. How about mine?
What?
Remote mic not working, only camera.
Okay.
Okay. So do you wanna switch out to my mic system and see? It's the same one, but
the mics aren't working. The mic doesn't work really because the
wow. levels
are
seem to be going
bouncing.
okay.
The issues with Ellie's mic, so both fine. Let's just switch.
Okay.
Let's just switch.
Sorry, everybody. Technical difficulties.
Maybe if we switch, they'll hear you, and then there'll be nothing wrong. Wow, the sunset is just looking beautiful out there over the horizon, over the beautiful beach.
I can hear you now.
You can hear me now. So I guess just keep me updated. And it looks like we have some new people joining in. So thank you for joining us this morning. We are very much looking forward to the events this morning. And so far, everything's looking good. I know that Elon was tweeting a bunch last night. Some incredible photos standing next to Super Heavy. So if you guys have an X account, he shared some amazing photos, even standing underneath Starship. So those were quite a delight to see. Am I right, Joe?
Yes, and right behind you, Ellie, if you turn around, you can see Isla Blanca Park. I'm not sure if I can zoom in, but I will try.
I see some people walking along the beach, so that is how some people choose to get to the most popular viewing spot, I'd say, because the traffic after launch is, or even if it doesn't launch, is quite horrendous getting out of there. So if you're staying in one of the hotels here on South Padre Island, you're usually close enough to walk. So that's a great option. But as seeing the lights come up here, we're seeing more people walking along the beach, getting ready to witness history again. So we really hope that today, 420 went great in many ways, but we're hoping to see at least a safe. And Joe, where are we at in timing? Let me see here on my computer.
How does the sound now? And
yeah, let me know. And
I just changed the setting.
How does it look without the light, Joe? Because I was wondering if maybe you could come next to me. Can you still see me?
It's pretty dark right now.
It's pretty dark. Okay. Well, then we'll keep.
Okay. Wow. How is the sound now? We just changed the setting. There we go. Mic's fixed now.
Oh, this is just so beautiful too. I don't often get to see the sunrise, but when I do, it is worth waking up for. And this is definitely a morning worth getting up early for. And I hope I'm not blocking Starship here. Wow. The excitement is really starting to build out here. So, do you know where we're at in the countdown? It looks like your iPad over there looks like it's disconnected here. Right. So, you want to check really quickly?
I will. It's going to get a little bit dark for a second.
That's okay. I'll read some comments. So I'm going to step behind the camera and read some comments. I'm glad that the sound is working again. So this is just a beautiful view. 41 minutes. Thank you, Jonathan, for letting us know. It is hard to be on camera and not have all the information in front of me here. So, wow, T-minus 40 minutes, you guys. This is incredible. We are less than an hour away, and I just feel a lot of optimism this morning. It seems like everything is ready to go. I have talked to some people that work there at Starbase, and they say, get ready for a great show. So that is very reassuring. And where are you guys watching from? Thank you, Dennis and Jan, for watching. Beautiful sunrise. You are right. It is absolutely stunning out here this morning. And let's see. Pete says, slow chat, please. I'm not sure if I can do that from my phone. Stephanie, thank you for watching
right there.
All the way from Australia. Yes, the Watchful Hunter says propellant is loading now. That is correct. And about 19 minutes before the launch window opens at 7 a.m., we will start to see that Raptor chill. So Ross says he's on 2 screens here. Let us know any updates that I need. Thank you for being my eyes and ears as to what's going on. We have David from New Zealand. We have Cyber Dude watching from Florida this morning. The Watchful Hunter says we need the Starship zoom. That is what the other high-powered cameras are for. There's only so much an iPhone can do. But can I zoom? I guess I'm not sure if I can zoom on this.
I tried it and I didn't see how to do
that. So perhaps this is it. But we should be able to see it once it goes. And I also have my other camera here. So if you guys, I will be filming our reaction on my camera. So I'll be making obviously an edited version later for you guys to enjoy. I like matching up the reaction with the actual launch. Brazil, Fernando's watching from Brazil this morning. Ross says plenty of frost on both the booster and the ship. So how does it look without the light? I mean, it looks like it's starting to get lighter here.
It definitely is.
It looks better. Okay, well, Joe, why don't you stand beside me here? And
well, I'll do a little bit. It's still a little bit shadowed, but
that's all right. We love your commentary, and we appreciate you teaming up with me. We're back in action. A lot different than in April, but very excited.
Yeah, well, we kind of have a better idea what to expect this time, because the last time nobody really knew for sure. But as far as the milestones, we're about 40 minutes, a little bit less than that from the planned 7 o'clock takeoff. In about a little less than 20 minutes, maybe about 18 minutes or so from now, they should start doing the Raptor chill and
chill out.
Yeah, and that's just to prepare the internals of the Raptors so that they can have the right temperature, so they're not taking very cold cryogenic fluids and putting it onto some hot material or room temperature material. For that, that's several hundred degrees more than what the cryogenics are. So that could be a very bad problem. So they will be doing that coming up very soon. And once that begins, we'll be in the last 20 minutes, less than that, of the countdown. So.
Oh my gosh. And we see some folks lining up in chairs on the roof just in front of us here. So people are watching from the roof, they're watching from the park. And we went to dinner last night with some friends and fans, and everyone is just up bright and early. Hopefully no one slept in and their alarm didn't go off.
Yeah, well, at the Starbase yesterday, out the orbital launch mount, the amount of people was just incredible.
Right, and I was there the day before yesterday, and I thought that it was quite packed and crazy. Yeah. So you went out there yesterday. Yeah. I did not. I kind of wish I had gone out there, but it is a bit of a drive from South Padre Island.
It is.
So,
and speaking of that, you can't see it, but off camera, I can see the causeway that connects South Padre Island over to Port Isabel.
Actually doesn't look that bad.
And there's still a lot of cars all coming in, and if they're hoping to get to Isla Blanca Park to watch the launch, it's getting pretty late for all those people.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and that's why we see just a horde of people walking along the beach to get to the park as well. And so to me, that seems like the better option, because I don't want to sit in traffic for 3 hours. It's like when you leave a sports game, it's just chaos.
But as far as things to expect, assuming everything continues to go on time, like I said, at about 19 minutes before the launch, we should see the Raptor chills beginning. There'll be a series of other events. As far as unclamping the booster, that's actually already happened. So there won't be any of that going on. And then there'll be some final things that you'll be looking for. There'll be the fire suppression system that should go on just seconds before the actual lighting of the boosters. Then we should see the water deluge system come on, and that'll be immediately before we see the rockets be ignited. Hopefully that rocket ignition sequence goes well, and unlike the last time where it took something like 10 seconds for it to leave the pad, they're planning on cutting that in about half. So
Right.
Depending on how well the water deluge system is with keeping the smoke down and the faster time, we should see it moving much faster.
Well, and I was going to say, we can just list some of the major changes that we're seeing from the first launch, including the hot staging ring.
Right.
There's so many changes, over 1,000 changes to the vehicle, but some very notable ones.
Right. Well, the biggest ones, if you want to think about stage 0 or the ground support equipment, as you mentioned, they had to repair underneath the orbital launch mount. They put the water deluge system. They put a metal plate. They put a lot of reinforcing,
plate,
yes, and a lot of reinforcing piles underneath it. As Zach from CSI Starbase just recently mentioned on Twitter, as if you're expecting to see a concrete tornado this time, that should not happen, because all of the things that were in place for that have been removed and replaced. So.
Absolutely. And even just the backside of the orbital launch mount is completely cleaned up.
Right.
From even when I was here a month ago. It was not like it is now. It was looked like it had just launched.
Right. So a lot of changes on the ground support. On the booster itself, they have a lot better engine shielding, a lot better fire suppression system built into the booster. Obviously, they got rid of the hydraulic power control for the thrust vector control, so the HPUs were replaced with the electric. So
Right.
that should make it a lot more simplified and hopefully less complex.
Well, and I just want to point out that, you know, some people after the first launch said, oh, it was a fail. And it wasn't. They've clearly learned so much and were able to make these changes that I think they're going to see a much greater success today because of those changes, because of those lessons.
Yeah. And, you know, keep in mind, this is a prototype. You know, we kind of lose sight of that. But as a prototype, that means that they are trying to collect data. And that's pretty much the payload for what's going on today. So the farther they go, the better data they get. So that's what they're really hoping for.
And we had a comment in there, how far away are we? So we are about 6 miles away from the pad. So still a pretty great distance. Definitely out of the exclusion zone. We don't have to worry about that. But there is this wall, you know, if I need to duck down here for some reason.
Hopefully that won't be the case. But, you know, from the first launch, we were able to see and feel it quite well from here. So.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and the first launch, if we take a trip back in time, we were all kind of just in silence up here wondering what's going on. Why is there just all this smoke and no movements? What's happening?
I think we and everybody else was just wondering, is it launching? Is
it what happened? Took quite a long time, and then you kind of saw that slant as it is launching. So we're looking forward to seeing what this morning brings here.
I saw some people talking earlier this morning on YouTube about that power slide, and there's still some confusion thinking that was intentional. It was not. There was a couple engines that did not light, and the
you're talking about the sideways slant.
So it was not intentional. It wasn't a tower escape maneuver. It was because the engines didn't come on that side,
which makes it even more incredible that it launched. So Ship 25, Booster 9 seems like a much stronger combination out here. And just the amount of stacking and destacking and restacking that we've seen out of this combo is also very noteworthy. We haven't seen that before.
For watching the launch, the criteria is no more than 3 engines out. So let's hope that they are all working, but I'm thinking that if there's 1 or 2 out, they're going to go anyway.
Right. Yeah, it'll be interesting to hear the follow-up, you know, because obviously we're not in the control room. We don't know exactly what happens behind the scenes. Even when we had the issue arise on Thursday, we weren't exactly sure what the problem was. Found out that they needed a grid fin actuator replacement, but it's always nice to hear some clarity about what's really going on behind the scenes.
Because as soon as something doesn't work right, everybody wants to know what it is, and you start coming up with all these theories.
You start speculating.
It could be that.
Oh, it's that damn hot stage ring. Well, no, it's that the hot stage ring is in the way of getting access to the actuators. So you have to have quite a hassle to fix that problem. And that's not the first time that they've seen that issue, at least to my understanding. I've talked to some people in the background. It's hard to know. You know, you have someone who knows a SpaceX employee, so take it with a grain of salt. But
well, you know, my time working at Giga Texas and flying has shown me that not all the employees get all of the information. So you don't always get
absolutely. And so we were talking as well. I want to also flash back to April because you were able to find half of an entire heat shield tile, a pretty perfect specimen. And so we were speculating, hey, are we going to have another beach scavenger hunt? You're not so sure.
Well, there's a couple of things. One, hopefully the ship is much better at getting off the pad and launching, and we won't see tiles coming off. The other thing is that the wind today is actually blowing from the north to the south, from where we are towards where the launch pad is. So if they were to be liberated, they would tend to be flying away from us. Last time the wind was coming towards us.
Right. I mean, it's just wonderful weather this morning. I was a little bit nervous that it would be cold because it's November, but no such thing. It is definitely a little bit balmy out here, and it's probably, 72 degrees?
Right around that, it's not bad. A little bit humid, but, you know, it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
I'm going to check the comments, and I'm going to just check the,
great.
the updates.
Yeah. I can check the comments while you check the updates and make sure that our mics are still working. Wow, we have over 1,000 people out here. Thank you so much for watching. As you can see, the sun is starting to come up. It is absolutely beautiful this morning, and I'm glad that we don't have to use a light anymore. T-minus 30 minutes, you guys. So, wow, this is just Oh my gosh, it is incredible. Good morning, space nerds from Mark B. Good morning to you. Joseph says permanent reservation for Ellie on the Margaritaville rooftop. Yes, I am very thankful that that I was able to stream up here again, and there was some confusion that could all guests come up here. Unfortunately, and make sure I'm not blocking the Starship. Am I good in the frame? By the way, I was a little worried about that. Okay, a little bit here. We're good. A little more.
A little more. Or
Even
if
more?
you want to go to your other side.
Can you see me still?
There you go.
Okay.
It's hard to see the Starship right now, but it's just off Ellie's left shoulder.
So, as you can see behind me, as I would say in news, I don't know how many times, countless times.
The little bit of mist that's right on the horizon is really accentuating the light coming from the sun. And that should be very interesting to see the launch, because it'll be just about 10 minutes after the sun comes up, which means we're going to get golden hour colors onto the Starship, and probably the vapors that are coming off from the cryogenics, and of course the engine plume itself. So it has the chance of being very spectacular view.
Picturesque. I mean, it's going to be stunning no matter what, but that is definitely an added bonus. And I know that, I've talked to a lot of people that have traveled from all over the world to be here. They're saying they really hope it goes today because they can't really extend their trip much longer. And so let's hope that this is the thing that we're all talking about at the Thanksgiving dinner table. Also hard to believe. I know some of you guys are global, maybe don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but there's so much going on. I know this month we have Cybertruck delivery event at the end of the month. So it is definitely a very exciting November. Everything just kind of, happened to, we never know. I mean, I thought that the Starship launch, the second one, would be actually sooner than it is, almost 7 months to the date, but
sooner before the launch or after the launch? You still were pretty optimistic that it'd be sooner.
I guess more before the launch, but yes, I say that because I know that SpaceX was saying they had been ready to go since September, and so we had those delays with the FAA and the Fish and Wildlife Service. So I'm glad.
Well, after the first launch, when all the damage that was done to the orbital launch mount, there were people who were saying it was going to be years before they would launch again.
Well, and so we're glad that they were proved wrong. I mean, and let's just talk about the incredible pace of SpaceX and that they are working around the clock. They really do not waste any time.
Right.
When there's a problem, I mean, even just fixing the grid fin actuator and to where we are right now, they were quick.
They were.
That was a nonstop effort.
I mean, as soon as they knew that there was a problem, they already started getting the people moving, getting the equipment on the way there, and man, but yeah, after the first launch, I thought maybe October, maybe a little bit later, but just looking at the damage would be the earliest. There was other people thinking, like Elon was saying, just 6 weeks or so. But
not quite.
Yeah, but
6
from
weeks,
a
6 months.
standpoint of construction and just the things that they had to do, it's just phenomenal how fast they moved.
It is absolutely.
And if we'd had launch clearance, they may have been able to go up in August or so. It just depends on how the ship itself was. But they were so quick.
Well, and that's not to say that they weren't actually ready in September. It's just that last minute you have to check everything, and even a small thing may require fixing. So, and just unexpected things can happen last minute.
And as a reminder, this is an extremely complex vehicle that's a prototype with thousands of changes, even from the last one. So hopefully it goes today, but a lot could go wrong still.
Absolutely. And I'm looking behind you because at the Sapphire adjacent to us, there are people standing out there on their balconies. So this is definitely, Margaritaville has options if you want to book a room here or other hotels that you can watch from your balcony and still have a pretty spectacular view.
Exactly.
Wow. Oh, and it's just looking so beautiful. I still see, oh my gosh, there's bikes on the beach. There's just large crowds of people. They're still heading over. So you got less than 30 minutes. You got to
actually closing in on 20 minutes.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we're almost to that Raptor chill. Not quite yet. Maybe should you bring your iPad over here, or do you want to leave it there?
I'll just probably leave it there. I'm going to go check and just see what the status is right now.
Great.
So I'm going to read some more comments. We're just going to keep playing musical chairs here. Thank you guys for joining us. And to everyone who super chats, I really appreciate it. Even if it's just a few dollars, it really helps out my channel as this is my full-time job. YouTube revenue can be extremely hit or miss. It hasn't been great lately. So if you are enjoying the stream, if you enjoy my work, please consider super chatting. Just even a little bit helps. As you know, that Patreon and YouTube revenue can be hit or miss. And so this is kind of the big Super Bowl event for us here. And thank you, Doug in Orlando. He says, Ellie informs us on the details I want to hear about. So thank you for watching, Jim. Also, good morning from Orlando to you. And we are just so excited here. It's so far so good. I'm crossing my fingers that everything goes well. Thank you, Samshi Pilot, for the $4.99 super chat. I really appreciate these super chats this morning. So if you appreciate what we're doing, can you please leave a super chat? And I'm wondering, so some people are saying Zoom. I guess it won't make a difference if we get much closer here.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think the streaming app that she's using allows the Zoom, but a couple of updates. We're just about 3 minutes away from the Raptor chill, so that's continuing to go. There's only one issue that they're working right now, and ironically, it's boats out into the exclusion zone, so they're working to try to clear that right now. We still have enough time. Hopefully, they'll be able to get the boats out of the way. There are some flight restricted and marine restricted areas that the Starship's expected to fly over, and they have to have that completely cleared. Right now, it seems like there may be a boat out there, but hopefully that'll be rectified here very soon. But otherwise, it's still progressing pretty well. We obviously don't have the videos of that, but the cryogenics are getting close to being completed. A lot of the frost is on the ship and the booster, working its way up to the top. A lot of the vapors coming off. Like I said, it is very humid out here, so that's going to cause quite a bit of vapors to come off the ship. And with some of the other views that you might be seeing, it's making its own fog bank out at the launch site right now. But yeah, we should be within a minute or so right now getting that Raptor chill. So that's a great thing.
Yeah, and I'm just going to see, because I am on StreamYard, I'm going to see if I can share the...
Okay.
So bear with me for just 1 second, guys.
Okay. But I know that, right now we're in that point where if for some reason something comes up, they've already got a lot of cryogenics. If they have to scrub today, it's most likely going to be at least a day or two. So hopefully that won't happen, and hopefully we'll be on the launch time for 7 o'clock, just coming up here very soon. But let me see if there's any comments or questions.
Yeah, go ahead and look.
I do agree, Fabio. The sunset has been gorgeous, and it's just about the time for the sun to be coming up over the horizon. So we'll start getting some pretty nice golden hour views here soon. Thank you, Chris, for the super chat. Very much appreciate it. And thank you for Ellie having me on the chat today. Or the live stream. It's been pretty cool. And Quentin from South Africa, thank you very much for watching. And Sir Sparkalot, again, thank you very much for your donation as well. And yep, we're about 20 minutes. So as long as they're on the timing, the Raptor chill should be underway right about now. And we'll try to get some updates here soon. And of course, hopefully they get the boats out of the restricted range here very soon as well. And Ellie's trying to work a little bit of connection issue with her laptop. So anyway, if anybody has any questions, please put them in the chat. I'll see if there's any questions earlier that we've missed. And Quentin, he says this is your first time to see a spaceship go live, so welcome. Now, for those kind of wondering what would happen after launch from this vantage point, I know the zoom is very difficult, but right in the middle of the screen is the launch pad with the rocket. It should, if everything goes well, go straight up this time to several hundred meters, and then it will start pitching towards the Gulf, and then heading from the perspective of this image from the launch mount to the left over the Gulf. And about a minute, I don't have the exact time right now, but about a minute or so, minute and a half after launch, we should see them going through supersonic and max Q and getting ready for the booster separation. And as Ellie has mentioned, a little bit different this time. We have a hot staging ring. The booster will shut down all but 3 of the engines and have those at reduced thrust. Hopefully the 3 outer RVAC engines will ignite, separate the ship, and shortly after that, the 3 center sea level Raptors should ignite as well, and then that will help propel, if all goes well, the ship into orbit.
More payload and more people to Mars. Hot staging also helps us maximize the vehicle's performance.
It will continue for about 70 more minutes if all goes well over to
so gravity can't rob us of precious velocity.
Hawaii, near the northeast coast of Hawaii, and have a hard splashdown. In the meantime, after the booster separation, if all goes well, it should do a boost back burn, and then they're going to try to land it in the Gulf.
Another reason to do hot staging,
maybe about 20 kilometers just out into the water. From our vantage point, we might be able to see it.
Okay, can they still see us?
Hopefully that will
physics
happen,
is going to be
and then they're
doing
going to be
most of the
doing
work
a
instead of
test
mechanical
landing.
parts
Can see me?
that would otherwise
And I
be
added
pushing
the
two
SpaceX
stages
stream. Is it
forward.
We see
working?
that, yes.
Oh, it
That's
looks
a
so
great
much
So these
better.
are really good
And
views
of course, this
of what's going
required
on. There's the
design
hot staging
changes
ring, and they're
from
giving
Flight
you
1.
kind of a
The
idea
most
as well.
notable of which is the interstage
I don't know if
here.
we're
So on
talking
Flight 1,
over
that
the
interstage was
SpaceX
completely
feed right
enclosed.
now.
But for hot staging, the interstage portion between the booster and the ship is going to see dramatic
We're going to try to mute
increases
the
in pressure
stream
and
here in a
temperature.
second.
So we had to change the structure to include vents for the exhaust gases that
Okay, you guys, let me know if you can hear us. I just muted the stream.
All right. How does that? Is that better? Let me know in the comments. Okay,
Yes.
we have both screens, but you need to mute space.
Just did, so let me know if it worked, guys. Fix. Yes.
All right. Well,
Yes.
from the
It
ins-
actually looks kind of professional.
yeah. Well, you can definitely see a lot of the clouds coming off of the ship, kind of like we talked about, and that's still a very, very positive sign.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Ah, it's so exciting. So we are how far 16 minutes, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning. If you're just tuning in, it is a beautiful day here on South Padre Island. It's much brighter so that we can see the next Starship launch, the Integrated Flight Test 2 that we have been spending hours and hours and days on X trying to figure out when this is going to happen. So we are very excited, and it looks like everything is a go. So I need to make sure that I set up my camera. Actually, the traffic here on the causeway is it looks pretty normal out there. So hopefully everyone has made it to the beach or to where they are going to watch this from. There are so many different places to get an incredible view here. The rooftop is one of them. The park gives a completely different feel. Rocket Ranch hosts a great viewing party that's very close to the action. So there's many different ways to watch the Starship launch, and I would highly encourage everyone to at least make it down here once in your lifetime. We've talked to people who are coming from all over. A lot of them, it's their first time, and they do not regret it. Even if there's not a launch going on, I still think it is worth your while. It's worth your time to come down here because truly you have access to see the rockets unlike any other place in the world. And so that stuns people. I have people ask me all the time, what do I need to get that close to where you are? Do I need a pass? Do I need a ticket? And you do not. There is a public beach at the end of the highway. And so it is a self-serve tour. I made a great video a couple weeks ago about some of the stops that you may want to make when you are at Starbase, but come out here if you can make the time, if you can afford it. Especially they're building a fence, so there's still access to the beach, but some of the views that you're going to have from the street may be obstructed a little bit if they continue to build this fence. So just things to keep in mind for the future. But wow, it sure is looking beautiful out there. I see a large viewing party on the roof in front of us. So definitely gearing up. And thank you guys, everyone who is watching and tuning in this morning. Thank you for Dave for the $5 super chat. I very much appreciate that. I'm sorry that let me go to my start here. Everyone who's able to donate this morning, I really appreciate that. Little gas money. Well, Ford man, I drive a Tesla, so that is some charging money, but thank you for the $10 super chat. Kevin, thank you for being with us this morning, for being with me. Wow. Chazelle, $100. We in the community are so grateful for all your hard work. Thank you so much for these super chats. Sir Sparkalot, $20. Love you, fellow adoptee. That is absolutely right. I am adopted, and November is actually Adoption Awareness Month. So yes, I was adopted when I was a baby, and Elon actually commented pretty recently on my adoption story. So that's a totally different tangent, but fellow adoptee, congratulations. Thank you for the super chat. And we are getting so close here. I don't want to jinx anything, so just going to keep crossing my fingers. And we are in the final stages right before that launch window opens at 7 a.m. on the, it's a very short window. So if we would have launched on Friday, they would have had 120 minutes. Now they only have 20 minutes, but assuming it goes on time, it's going to be a beautiful lighting. It's going to be a great time to launch. The weather's fantastic right now. I was scared it was going to be really cold up here. It is not. So it's looking pretty perfect, I must say. And Joe, how's it going?
Well, we're right about 12 minutes before the launch.
Wow.
And it's still progressing. We're getting a lot of the vapors coming off the ship, which is excellent. They're getting very close to topping up the propellant loading, so that's really going well. I was just looking at the NASA imaging team footage over there. It's looking great from their perspective. I have not heard of any issues right now. I'm still trying to monitor a few other channels to see what's going on. But
and if you guys can see, there's already dew and moisture on my camera.
Yeah,
so.
it is quite humid out here. I'm looking out onto the beach, the water just off the beach. I can see some of the patrol boats trying to make sure that everything is clear. So hopefully that's going on. And just off camera, I don't know if I can show you or not. I'll turn it real quick. But the sun is just about to pop up over the clouds. It may not be showing up on the video here, but we're just about to see the sun pop into view. So we should start getting some really nice lighting onto the Starship. And you may start seeing that soon on the live stream coming from SpaceX as well. It looks like they're doing some additional views, maybe some historical right now, and also some future of what Starship might be. So you can kind of see that in the inset photo. Just a reminder, it's possible that the SpaceX feed that you see may be delayed just a little from what we're seeing live. That's just natural. So as we get really close to the launch, and hopefully it does launch, you may see it here on Ellie's live stream just before you see with the SpaceX as well.
Oh, yeah. So you're saying the timing might not
it may be just a little bit delayed.
Okay. Well, thank you to everyone who is still watching. Thank you for all the super chats. T-minus 10 minutes. If you can do me a favor and just keep my stream open and a different tab on mute, that would be amazing. We have Duda from Brazil. We have Tommy checking in. We have Frank Woodman Jr. getting close to a moment in history like no other. Go SpaceX. Go SpaceX is right. Oh, this is just unbelievable. that we are so close, guys. We are so close. And 10 minutes. Wow. So thank you guys for watching our stream. Dennis and Jan, hello from Missouri. Ross is sticking with me all day. So thank you so much. We are going to try to keep this going, and we hope that we're able to keep all of this going for a while, that we reach parts of the launch that we were not able to reach last time. So see some familiar faces back here. Am I in the frame, Joe? Does it look okay? Okay, great.
Got a nice sunset coming up right behind you as well.
Wow.
Or sunrise, I should say.
Sunset.
And interestingly enough, I don't know if I can capture this in the film, but right above Ellie, if you want to look up there, you can see an aircraft with contrails. That may be one of the aircraft that are used for observation of the launch. And you can kind of see a little bit of that cloud right above Ellie, and this view here, that's actually contrails from the aircraft that is flying right now.
Wow. And people are still making their way on the beach, so you better hurry up.
I'll bring the camera back down, but you can, you can definitely see that what looks like a cloud, that's actually a contrail from an aircraft.
It's below that giant cloud. It might be a little hard to see. NASA aircraft, says Araceli. Thank you for the update. Thank you for watching us. So we are getting really close here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right. Joe is wearing my 420 launch shirt. So if you guys did not know, I made a shirt design for the 420 launch and actually gave a couple away here. And people apparently want me to run the sale again. So if you guys are interested in having a Starship t-shirt, let me know in the comments and I will reopen my store. Let's see if we can get Joe back over here to show off the shirt. Wow, we are getting so close, and I think today's going to be a good day, everyone. I really do. Thank you, Wayne, watching all the way from Australia. It is close to midnight for you guys. I know that I'm sure Marcus House is also up watching this. Wow. Thank you, Lord Inquisitor. You have your 420 shirt on. Ross says, butterflies in my stomach now. I can completely relate. This is when things start to get real. And wow, the sunset or sunrise, I said sunset again, is beautiful now. Let me know, you guys, leave your predictions and also check out this beautiful view. The sun is rising and we are ready to go here. Steve, thank you for watching my stream. I know there are many streams that you could be watching right now, but it really helps my channel to have this going on your end. So I have shared the SpaceX stream also on the screen. So we are getting close here. Demo watching from Sydney. Can't wait to see what happens. And Joe, can you stand in front and show off your shirt? Because I noticed that you are wearing my 420 shirt. So let's see the back. The back is the winner there. So this is a shirt that I made, a design. Come a little bit closer here. Just a few. Okay, right here. Yes, absolutely. So that is my Starship shirt. If you guys are interested in having a Starship shirt, let me know. And yes, we are working on a second design for Starship IFT2, which should be happening now very soon. So if you're not awake already, wake up, get up, and join us here because we have a lot of excitement. Thank you, Charles, who says cool shirt design. Ellie Jeans, Ellie Beans, Mark Usiak. Beautiful view, Ellie. Thank you for the coverage. Thank you for watching. Brad says, thanks for being our on-spot stand with great video. And Sweden is watching. We have people from all over. So thank you for all of these super chats this morning. I really do appreciate it. I don't typically mention my Patreon or super chats too often, but this is my full-time job. And when we have a launch, which we have been working on, well, it really helps. This is what I look forward to. This is a mandatory must be here no matter what. Obviously, of course, I love being here, but this is it. This is the activity that we have been waiting for now for almost exactly 7 months since the first launch, which is hard to believe. So, Joe, where are we at?
We're just about 4 minutes. It looks like the boats have been cleared. So right now the range looks good. Everybody still seems very positive that this is going to go. So, we're getting to that time where last minute checks, the refueling, the propellant loading should be very, very close to being completed. And the next series of events getting down to under about a minute or so. There's a planned 4-second hold point. If something comes up, if they want to do any more checks, if they want to just review procedures, they have that planned 4-second hold. So if you do hold it 40 seconds, that's not illegal. And then from that point, they have just over 20 minutes and 40 seconds to hit the ground to meet that window.
Well, this is cool. Okay. Camera. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Working. Okay. You guys are still here. Okay, we need to oh jeez.
A little bit of technical difference there about a minute from launch, so we're getting very close. Hopefully, like that feedback. Okay. Maybe we're just having issues just because everybody do live streaming and texting and chatting all at the same time.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep this right here. Okay. Please stay right here. Sorry. I'm sorry. Is this SpaceX?
No, it's not.
Can you guys see us?
Yeah. About 35 seconds till time. So we should see. You got your camera on?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, we're very, very close to actually trying to launch it right now. We'll see it just before you guys may see it if you're
Okay, where are we at?
At the whole point.
And hold. Okay, wow, what an amazing view. Let's see.
We're going to try to see if we can get that stream from the SpaceX up on here again. Can everybody at least hear us right now, or hear me? Okay, we're still working to try to get we got the SpaceX feed up. How's the sound right now? Okay, looks like Dennis is saying the audio is better. We're holding at a 40-second point.
Okay, guys, I hope that you guys can see it. For some reason, the stream is being bad.
Okay, its countdown has begun,
seconds.
at least live, 39 seconds and counting right now. Like I said, we are a little bit ahead of what you're seeing on the stream right now.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's happening. Oh, yes. Okay, you guys, we're so, oh my gosh.
Okay, we have ignition.
Yes.
We have movement.
Woo! Yes.
It's launching.
Oh, absolutely beautiful.
It's got a little bit of a tilt to it again.
Little bit of a tilt, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
But it is definitely going.
Oh, it looks spectacular.
So far, the exhaust plume looks much better than the first IFT.
Wow. Oh.
Oh, we got the sound now.
Oh my God.
From my vantage point, the exhaust looks much better.
Oh, scary. Wow. Oh my God.
Still looking great.
Oh my God, you guys can hear it. Wow. Oh. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Let's go. We love you. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. Oh my
Still
God.
doing really, really good. Looks so much better than the first launch.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. We are seeing
the exhaust
future
plume looks
unfold.
perfect.
Wow, beautiful plume. Oh my gosh, the clarity. Oh my gosh.
That's looking pretty good.
That is just a beautiful plume. Everything is looking so much better already. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's awesome. Are all the engines still running? All right. All 33 engines are still running.
All 33 engines are still running? No way. Okay, well, they were ready to go. Oh my gosh.
This is amazing.
Wow.
It's higher than it was last time already.
I'm happy for SpaceX. I'm SpaceX. Yes, screaming all across South.
It's still looking really, really great. They should be
We're almost
getting
in
very
disbelief.
close. They're at 60 kilometers, so we should see hot staging soon.
Woo! I just like they did it.
This is just amazing.
I mean,
hot staging.
Yes.
The hot staging worked.
Oh my God. You guys, look at that. Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, it looks like the booster may have blown up. Or something has happened to the booster, but the ship is still going.
Hot staging worked. According to Ross, how exciting. Absolutely.
Oh no.
What?
Yeah, the booster blew up, but the ship is still going.
Okay.
We can still see the ship
Yeah, it's
moving.
getting harder to see. Definitely harder to see. Oh, okay. Yes, it's very distant now. So we're just about 4 minutes into the launch here.
Yep.
Chance that the booster would not survive, but we're going to take that data and figure out if we can make
That's right. Tin Man Starship still going.
Well, and all 6 engines of the Starship are running right now. So from the standpoint of the mission, they wanted to get data on the booster, which obviously they did, but getting the ship continuing and getting orbital data and reentry is also very important.
Stay right there. I'm gonna make sure
And having
oh, yeah.
in fact, the booster blew up. I did find out why it happened. The engines from the ship was another issue. The is not with now the data is not working. All 6 engines are still firing.
And SpaceX just did stage operation
Yes.
on acquisition.
Looks like I'm not sure. Is that kilometer altitude is getting pretty close to the altitude strategy and approaching 1,100 miles per hour. Just a little that kilometer an hour or about 2,500 miles per hour. They are continuing to accelerate. Approaching per hour.
Wow.
And all 6 engines are still lit.
Wow.
All the way up to we saw the booster detonate.
Oh, so much. She's hit from the first.
Kilometers per hour. The speed right now SpaceX seems to be happy. We don't have a great
excitement from the crowd here at Mission Control Center in Hawthorne. There's a great view of our Star Command Center. That's our control center at Starbase, Texas. And now here, Mission Control Center behind us in Hawthorne.
Charles says hi. I guess we're back on the computer. My stream keeps cutting out, which is not cool.
Oh, sorry, it's just technical issues going on right now.
Service is not fantastic up here, but
the latest data that I have is about 24,000 kilometers per hour, 148 kilometers in altitude. Depending on their test objectives and the parameters, that may be what they need. It's slightly less than what orbital velocity would be, but again, we talked about that. Is the plan is for, if it continues on what they wanted, the apogee is above the atmosphere, but the perigee will be within the atmosphere. That'll cause that natural re-entry. So we're kind of watching this as we go. It's a beautiful sunrise now. Everything is cleared here at Starbase. We have a really good, clear view of the launch tower. Of course, that's going to be one of the other things that people worried about is how did the water deluge?
yeah, when we'll be able to go back there, actually.
Well, I guess it really depends on what damage or whatever they have to do. There will be doing some inspections, but if they open the roads later today, that would be another great sign. But we don't know that yet.
Thank you guys for sticking with my stream. I know it's been a little bit rough with it, and I guess we don't need these because we're not up to it. Hopefully you guys can hear me from Tanya saying that Kimball is actually with Elon while watching it, which is the famous hat. So he's not up here. He's actually with Elon, which I think is a great place to be. Hey guys, so sorry. The service up here has been pretty horrendous. But thank you for watching and for being up with me this morning. I really appreciate it. Looks like some of you guys are still on the stream. My eyes are starting to water because it is definitely bright out here. But what a wonderful morning and what a wonderful launch that we saw here today. It just looked so stunning in person. And if you guys can make it to see a Starship launch in person, I really, really highly encourage it. This is so much different than watching a Falcon 9 or even SLS. This beats it all, in my opinion. So, yes, Tin Man says, RIP B9, RIP Ship 25. That is what we are hearing. Ross says, did you enjoy that? Absolutely. I'm still kind of stunned at how well it went. So Joe and I are a little bit at a loss for words here. I'll see if I can get him over here. But thank you guys for joining me. I'm sorry that we had some signal issues, very frustrating on my end as well. But yeah, I mean, I think this is just so far. I mean, yes, there's some issues, but SpaceX has worked so hard, and this launch was by far better than the first one. So, and I was concerned about that 20-minute window, and they pulled it off. So, yeah, I'm reading some of the comments here. Arthur says, thank you for watching. Andrew says, epic, it really was. Ross, absolutely thrilled at Booster 9 performance. I'm thrilled by, at least in the beginning, the performance of Ship 25. Chief Pete says, hope they didn't hit any sharks. And I wanted to just, I've been obviously trying to stream here, so I want to go back and check out some of these super chats. So thank you guys who have super chatted here. Wow, Tom, thank you so much for the $100 super chat this morning. Ellie, I really appreciate all of your work. You're from Louisville, Kentucky. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you tuning into my stream. I know that there are a lot of people streaming this morning, and so I really appreciate it. And wow, it sure is. It is like dewy, and there's a lot of moisture all over my gear. So, but let's see if we can get Joe back over here. Coffee just tastes better with the launch. I probably could have some coffee right now. Chief Pete, thank you for the $20 super chat. I really appreciate all of you guys watching. And let me know what your favorite part of the launch was this morning. Still incredible. It's only 7:19 in the morning here in Texas, and they had a plan, and I think it went pretty well. And Rova, you make a good point. RIP Starship, but it was a great run for much longer than I think a lot of us were expecting. So we have to celebrate the highs, and we'll learn more as the day and weeks go on about what exactly went on, especially at stage 0. I would love to be out there right now. So as soon as the road opens, I'm hoping that we can get back there and see how well. Yeah. Okay. So we are getting told to get the heck off the roof. Joe, any final words? I guess we have to go here. So sorry, guys. Thank you, Todd, for saying I did fantastic during the show. I'm doing my best out here, guys. So I really appreciate you watching. As many of you know, I have a journalism background, so I'm not exactly quite as educated as Joe is about the space stuff, which is why I have him tag team with me. He's incredibly knowledgeable. He should have been an astronaut, to be honest with you. So thank you guys for watching and sticking with me. I really appreciate all the support, and what an amazing morning it was. I mean, it's indescribable. And the sounds here, it's like it takes a minute to hit you off. Todd, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. And let's see, I'm reading some of your comments about your favorite moments. Andy says, go Ellie, watching from 18 miles away, amazing sound. Now I have my own telemetry, absolutely. And yes, John, you make a good point. You got to crawl before you walk. Almost got to run there. Well, I will say, during the first launch, we were just curious if it was actually going to go up. So it was, it was unclear a little bit. It took a while to get off the pad and clear the tower. So definitely a lot better this time. So thank you guys so much. Very kind words this morning. And awesome. So I got to go. Thank you guys for watching, and hope that you have a great morning.